Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Boston Red Sox. John Shelby on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. Jay Mack. He's homered in 5 straight games. So, partner, some can't-miss at-bats coming our way from him.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because watching him in batting practice, he was trying to keep the ball in the ballpark, hitting line drives the other way. So many times those home runs are mistakes, and I think he'd probably say half of the home runs he's hit lately have been mistakes because he's just trying to go gap to gap.
Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Jay Mack. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's a knuckleballer, and this is something you do not see every day. There's some hitters that are going to have a look at this for the first time. So important to see just exactly how they adjust and if he's able to throw that knuckleball that teases the zone enough to get the swings.
And at the plate for Miami, Julio Rios. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. I'll tell you what, that screwball is so unique, and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Here's the third baseman. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
Well, Boog, it's obvious baseball has become a specialized sport, yet here's this unicorn on the mound capable of doing everything. I love his attitude, too.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rafaela. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Most players focus on hitting or pitching, and some pitchers are extremely situational, but two-way players, just a different breed, man. It's so impressive to see what they do.
And up next for Miami, Steven Kwan. There's a strike. Kwan with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back now at Fenway. And here is Rhys Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
Mack back to work. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Austin Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Out to short, Story. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Two outs, nobody out. Here now the Red Sox DH, J. Mack. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but he also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. You know, he saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to...
Runner on the go. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Andres Chaparro. Double steal. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Weathers fires. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Story now.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
To the right side, Polanco. They get the force out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. They leave them loaded. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Burger.
Fighting before she hit the block. Body grown, full grown, and it's never out of stock. Can you match it? Never met her match it. Talking about some time, but you reaching for the assets. Classless. Been waiting. They wanna know. Been waiting.
And a swing and a miss. Berger starting as the designated hitter. 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017.
Right through there for a strike.
And a ground ball to first, and that's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1.
1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Top of the 3rd, no score. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, in time for the 2nd out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Trey Sweeney in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two out, space is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Julio Rios. And that one popped in the air, left field. Duran. And there's one down.
The third baseman, number 8.
Now the third baseman, flied to right his first time. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. The other way, makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So 12 up, 12 down to be in the ball game. We're tied, 0-0. Nobody out, runner at first.
The designated hitter, J. Matt.
Base hit, right field. Throw cut off to second. Save!
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now at the plate, Roman Anthony.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
On the ground to third. One out in the bottom of the fourth. One out. Runner at second. Andres Chaparro now at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
We go to the top of the 5th, and now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Matt back to work. Ground ball right side. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now, Jesus Sanchez. Strike one.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Red Sox by 2. Man at second.
1-1-1.
Oh, great stop. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Jake Burger to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Jake Burger.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Marlins nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Polanco, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that's in for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
And the 0-2. Swing and miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
No ball. She's straight.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Took that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Number 8 in the box again, takes a strike. On the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Marlins nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, George Soriano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Soriano. Leading off for the Red Sox,
Matt with a homer in his last game.
Matt.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Ranging back. And it bangs off the monster. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safe. And that's his third hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
Now batting, the center fielder, Roman Anthony.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Runner at third, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Tapped in front of the plate, and that one handled. Fires over to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andres Chaparro.
Andres Chaparro will hit next. Mack stands at third with one gone in the inning. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Back in Boston, and here is Hoskins. The Fish in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Late with the swing there.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one down the line, and foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Wells at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the third time today. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Mack back to work. There's a strike. Mack still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Tried to check his swing there. Now it appeal to first, and James Kingsley says he won around. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 2 in this one. That one catches the zone. 0-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Sweeney stands in now and watches strike 1. And that traps in for a strike. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. The Red Sox 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ronnie Enriquez.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And brings it in at the wall.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And that's in there at the knees. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Now the number 2 hitter, 1 for 3.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Kwan in the box now. No balls and a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Matt was firing on all cylinders here, both hitting and pitching. A terrific game.
So impressive to see a two-way player dominate like this, and even more impressive that he's able to do it at the highest level of the game. Love what we saw from him in this one.